Okay, so I previously did a video about this book, the 1975 version of a book that I had in the past. I had the 78 version, which had a different cover, had a cover from the early days. And but there was another version in 1981, so I tried to order it online, and this is what I got, which was the 75 version. And a few years ago, I tried to order the book, and it was $500 for it. But in this case, it was only $20 for it, so I didn't feel too bad. But I was ripped off because there was 3 years less Beatles history in this book than the one that I had when I was younger. And I was looking for the one with 7 more years of history in it than this one. And yeah, so this is the inner cover here. But so I've tried again, ordered the 1981 third edition of it, and this is what I got. The cover looks almost the same, except for this little blurb here. It's identical, but when you open it up, the picture inside is the butcher cover. So this has got 7 years more Beatle history than the other book with the almost same cover. And it's got about 3 years more, 3 years more history than the book that I had when I was younger, including the ones that I bought when they were the brand new stuff. The 79 George Harrison album, the Coming Up single by Paul, and Double Fantasy, and the death of John Lennon. And that's where it ended. I'll show you some of the later ones. Now, the first edition had some speculation about whether the Beatles would ever get back together again. They did, not in the way he expected, though. Let's find, so it doesn't have as many color pictures. Back to the Egg one is not color, it's black and white. The Beatles rarities in here. And then there's the death of John Lennon. Yeah. And he ended with that, and he like one of the authors of this, Roy Carr, did other similar books. He did an illustrated record of Elvis and David Bowie and several other people. And he did another book on the Beatles movies, which I'm going to have to track down. But he never came back to this, which is a shame because George Harrison did a lot more stuff after this. Paul did a lot more stuff after this. Ringo did a lot. And the Beatles got back together and did Real Love and Free as a Bird. But at least they did before Roy Carr died. He's died now. So he didn't live to see Now and Then, which is a shame. I would have liked to have seen what his reviews of the Beatles reunions would have been. But his great book ended with the death of John Lennon, and that was it. It is a real shame because it's a really good book for the era it covers. It covers the whole, from childhood of the Beatles up to the whole 60s career of them, and it covers their solo stuff up until the death of John Lennon. Oh, the Traveling Wilburys did not make in this book, because that was after the cutoff date. It's a lot of Beatles history didn't make it in here. That's a shame. Anyway, it's still a great book. I highly recommend it.